So normally I'm like the type to shave my face every day. I run the oil through my mustache. I comb it through. I put the wax on, but I am stressed out. We just got through with the Bears game. They beat the Bengals. Some growing pains. We got to see a lot of Justin Fields. I liked some of what I saw. The rest of what I saw is the natural progression of a young quarterback. I feel pretty good about things. But today's video, we're going to talk about the number one reason why I think people sleep on under center offenses and why I think that they should be something that you at least entertain installing into your offense if you are a shotgun player. So let's go ahead and get into it. What is up, guys? Zan from the Madden YouTube channel. In today's video, we're going to talk about the biggest reason why I think you guys need to install under center offense into your scheme. If you're a player that's only run shotgun in your Madden career, I think that you should definitely entertain this tip. We're going to show you guys the biggest difference, which is the nickel 3-3-5 wide and how it works against under center as opposed to the shotgun. Now, the number one thing that I hear from players that refuse to go under center is that they don't feel comfortable running under center offenses. They feel like the pressure is worse, guys shed. And honestly, I feel the exact opposite. I feel at home under center. And I think that the most meta blitz in the game really doesn't work the same way against under center offenses that it does against the shotgun offenses. So take into account that my most recent offensive game plan on gridirongameplans.gg is the single back bunch X nasty that is found in the LA Rams offense. The LA Rams offense is one of the best under center offenses in the game, and it's also one of the best shotgun offenses in the game as well. Now, it doesn't boast the best gun bunch offset, but there are so many great formations in this book. Tight doubles, for instance. You've got the tight flex. You've got the bunch offset. You've got a ton that you can look at here. You've got some empty formations. You've got the tight slots. But like I said, the under center is what I personally look at for this offense, because this single back bunch X nasty is one of the toughest things in the game, or the nickel 3-3-5 wide defensive meta to deal with. Now, on Gridiron Game Plans, every single week in our Vault update, we take a look at the meta, or those most effective tactics available that are being used by pro players in the MCS circuit. And we focus on not only how and why those things work, but also how you can counter those things. This tip that I'm going to show you today is something that you would see in a Vault video, because I'm going to be explaining something that's almost universally true in Madden 22 about under center sets. So in order to do that, I want to go ahead and go into the gun. We're going to go into the gun bunch offset. This is a formation that the Rams book does have. It doesn't have the double post play, but it's got the verticals halfback under. Now, on the defensive side of the ball, we are going to go with that nickel 3-3-5 wide defensive meta, the Mike Blitz 3 that everybody likes to run. And of course, we know at this point that the main meta is one in which you global blitz your linebackers, spread and crash your defensive line up, QB contain, and hover behind the nose tackle. And the problem when you are in shotgun is that it is basically assumed by the defensive player that the running back will not be used to pick up the pressure, and it will in fact be the tight end on a delay fade. That makes dealing with the tight end that much easier when you know that you're getting pressure unless he is blocking. It also makes your job easier to key in on the running back out of the backfield. But I want to go ahead and show why players in the shotgun are at a big disadvantage against this blitz by blocking the running back. Now, again, if I go ahead and I just kind of strafe over that nose tackle or in the opposite A gap near the nose tackle, typically we're going to get this contained man pouring in around the running back. And a lot of times he runs right through him. And that is the issue with the game, is you cannot rely on your running back to do a great job against this. Now, I'm going to go ahead and spot the ball back a little bit, move it, put it so our bunch is on a hash or on the wide side of the field, and go ahead and show this to you a couple times. So again, the problem here is that, one, the running back is either not going to pick this up, or if he does, the guy is coming in really close to the quarterback as is. And this could be a real problem, as a lot of times he just comes in through him. Now, right here, we're seeing that obviously we're getting disengages. We're getting a lot of stuff that is going to happen frequently in the shotgun style formation. Another way that players will run this is they'll pinch their defense, crash their defensive line up, global blitz their linebackers, and QB contain, and then they'll shade their coverage underneath, and they'll drop, zone drops on the field or whatever they need to do. But again, it's the same type of logic. This guy comes in around and he gets to the quarterback, much like you saw right there. So that's kind of the result that we're looking at. And it happens so frequently. And when it does, it's the worst thing that could possibly happen, because Obviously, you dedicated one of your offensive resources that could be running routes to picking up a blitz, and he didn't execute his assignment. And that is truthfully one of the worst parts about the game. And you see here how you can consistently get that to work. Now, you would probably say, well, what if you go ahead and, block the running back and slide protect and ID the mic? So let's go ahead and do that. We're going to go ahead and block our running back, slide protect to the right, ID the mic on the left of screen player. And you would expect that the running back picks that up. But the truth is, it's just as inconsistent, if not the exact same, as the other way. And you saw right there that we had a guy that disengaged from the other side and came in anyway. So again, you see here that the shotgun style offense is really, really tough to deal with. And or the 3-3-5 wide is really tough to deal with for these shotgun style offenses. And now everybody that runs bunch just puts their tight end on a delay fade and then uses the running back as a primary route that you might attack with. A lot of players will still put the running back on an in route out of the backfield. And if you're caught with your zone drops lacking, then they end up, being able to find an open receiver. And then this tight end delay fade is able to be released later in the play. And we know how much of a headache that is. If you guys struggle with tight end delay fades, make sure you guys check out last week's video in which we talked about how to slow those down out of the nickel 3-3-5 odd. I think that video would really benefit you guys, giving you an alternate defense to the nickel 3-3-5 wide meta. Now that I've explained how shotgun formations kind of struggle, or not necessarily struggle, but they're dictated as to how you're going to pick up the nickel 3-3-5 wide meta. Now let's go ahead and roll this out of a different formation that I break down in my game plan, which is the single back bunch. So there's the single back bunch X nasty, and then there's the single back bunch formation, as well as the bunch tight end, the single back tight Y off, and the single back double south that are also included in that game plan. And again, when we are under center, what you're going to notice is that we have the ability to very easily pick up this pressure because they do not just pour in untouched. So again, as you can kind of see here, we stack behind the center, crash line up, global blitz our linebackers, QB contain. We're just going to block the running back. And again, as we do this here, he goes and he stands out in the flat, and the running back is able to block him very, very easily. So you see how he basically goes and freezes out there on the side and really doesn't have a chance to, get after the quarterback. Now, again, I'm strafing with the defensive user. Right here, if I'm the quarterback, I'm obviously reading my blocks, but look at the pocket, it's good. And the thing that really kind of confuses me when people say that they're uncomfortable under center is they feel like the pressure always comes in. Well, the most popular meta pressure in the game is this contain rush that comes around your running back. You can utilize your tight end on routes. Right here, I sent him out to the flat. You wouldn't be able to do this out of a regular gun bunch formation. And again, because the player has to go so far around, stop, turn around, and pursue from behind, that gives the running back time to kind of reorient and wall him off. And you see that's exactly what happens right here. And again, at this point, I'm just going to be shuffling around the pocket, reading my blocks, reading the sheds of the other linemen. You can even take a step back away if you feel like these guys are too close to your lap, which obviously they are at this point. But you have the ability to really do what you want in the pocket and understand that your running back is going to do a fine job of picking this up for you. And you can apply this to nearly any formation under center, whether that is, an I-form formation or, another single back formation where, if you're in the shotgun, you can't run shotgun spread very well. You usually have to have a tight end involved in your offense to at least kind of put it in the back of your opponent's mind that they should not be running Mike Blitz 3 on you because you do have a tight end. A lot of people will look at an empty style formation or a gun spread formation where there's just a running back there, and they're going to say, I'm blitzing this because I know that he's going to have a heck of a time dealing with it. Whereas the presence of a tight end makes them think, okay, delay fade's coming. I might go ahead and just drop coverage right here. Under center puts the ball back in the offensive court where the running back is a viable pass protector for you, or at least certainly more so a reliable pass protector than he is in shotgun. So let me go ahead and go, for instance, I don't think I have a spread version of this, but we'll go ahead and motion out of like a doubles look and detach the tight end to kind of show what I'm talking about here. So we'll go ahead here. I'm going to call curl flats, and we'll set up the same defense. So again, global blitz, crash up, contain, kind of stand right here. And we're going to kind of mimic that I was in a 2x2 spread. So no attached tight end, right? This would invite a lot of players to obviously try to blitz you. And, I'm just going to go ahead and run, let's just run a dragon concept to one side and then curl flat to the other. But with a simple block of the running back against this, I can have confidence that no matter which contain comes in, he's going to do a good job of picking it up. Now, which contain comes in can be random, but understand that they have to run so far forward, stop, turn around, and then pursue the quarterback from behind that gives the running back time to react, as opposed to a running back being offset to the left or the right. Him being under center puts him in a spot where he can better react to both sides if they were to come in. So again, we block our running back on this, and you're going to see pretty much the same result. See how he freezes? And if we are moving, the running back at that point can go ahead and pick him back up. So what I'm trying to help you guys understand is that when you're in the shotgun, if that outside linebacker comes in free on his contain, there's no manipulation you can do with your quarterback that allows that running back to successfully block that guy. Oftentimes he just runs right through the running back, which is what you see kind of right here. With this, if I shuffle to the left or up a little bit, again, because he is drifting away, that allows the running back to then put hands on him and lock him into this. So because I'm not moving with my quarterback right here under center, we are in a spot now where that guy can come in. But again, if I had two sets of hands, I would be able to use the offensive controller and kind of illustrate how we can manipulate that. So I'm going to attempt to do that here. Again, very, very difficult, but I think I can get this done for you guys here. So go ahead and stand right here. Again, I'm going to go ahead and detach the tight end just to go 2x2 under center spread, which would be something that a lot of players would try to blitz you if they saw you running this. So again, my running back is blocked. I am going to try to do this here. Let me see if I can snap the ball, and I'm going to hold strafe on the defensive controller. So there we go. And now I'm just going to move around, and you see how the running back blocks him, right? And then that's going to open up time for us to be able to make that throw and that catch. So you see just shuffling around the pocket, because that player goes to a spot that they don't go to when you are in the shotgun, because they have to pursue from such a weird angle when you're under center. I take a shuffle step to the left, and normally at that point where the guy runs straight through, you see how the running back is running to target him and he kind of lunges. This is the moment where if you don't move with your quarterback, the running back won't lock on and make that blocking assignment. But because we shuffled around, you see how I moved, you see right there, boom, I took that little crow hop to the left. That makes the running back able to then lock into him and get a better angle. And then I'm able to step up. You see right there, the contain doesn't even shed when I go to scramble, for what it's worth. Little built-in effect of that. And I'm able to diagnose and find my open receiver. And of course, you've got guys wide open because it's a 5-man blitz meta. Your opponent as the user, which is Fred Warner, is going to have to go either left or right and make their choice. So, you know, in this situation, you can go with like a double slant concept and you'll be in pretty good shape. And again, this is something you can do under center that you can't do from the shotgun. So again, I hope you guys can appreciate why I prefer the under center offense to the shotgun offense. I've always felt personally like it is actually the better blocking of all the formations when you're comparing shotgun to under center, because of the fact that the tailback is directly under the center and you can kind of shuffle in the pocket and cut your drop. If you think about being in the shotgun, you're constantly taking the snap and climbing the pocket. When you're under center, you're already up in the pocket, so you can just cancel your drop and be right where you are in the pocket that shotgun players have to work themselves to. Now, I totally understand. A lot of players fear that interior defensive tackle rush, and that makes them nervous. But again, in this game, it's about the contain rush meta and those guys coming around the edge, getting free to the quarterback. And you're going to be far better off if you're up in the pocket and in an under center offense. So I hope you guys liked the video. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, or complaints, drop those below. And again, guys, go check out my LA Rams single back bunch X nasty offense on gridirongameplans.gg. It is absolutely disgusting. It is nasty, literally nasty. 3-3-5 wide is a really, really tough defense to run against this offensive game plan. There's alignment issues. It can't handle the run. There's auto flip issues. There's all kinds of craziness that you guys can check out in that game plan. In addition, you're going to get the Ragusa offense. You're going to get the Salty offense. You're going to get the nickel triple defense and all of the vault updates on the website for just $9.95. So take advantage of that offer. It's a great offer. There's already worth probably $100 worth of content on the website. Hopefully I'll see you guys over there. Make sure you guys hop in our Discord as well. If not, we'll see you guys right back here tomorrow with our next video update. Until then, this is Zan. Get in the lab and good luck.